or shall I forbear? And he said, Go ye up and prosper, they shall be delivered in your hands. And the king said unto him, How many times shall I adjure thee, that thou say nothing but the truth to me, in the name of the Lord? See, even this king, this ungodly king, had enough sense to know that the prophet of the Lord always spoke against him. Always spoke against the evil in his heart. Verse 16, Then he said, I did see all Israel scattered upon the mountains, as the sheep that have no shepherd. And the Lord said, There have no master. These have no master. Let them return, therefore, every man to his house in peace. And the king of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, Did I not tell thee that he would not prophesy good to me, but evil? And again he said, Therefore, hear the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting upon his throne, and all the host of heaven standing on his right hand and on his left. And the Lord said, Who shall entice Ahab, king of Israel, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth-Gilead? See, there comes a point in time, that which has joined itself with you that is of evil will be brought down.
Yes.
Then there came out a spirit, and stood before the Lord, and said, I will entice him. And the Lord said unto him, Wherewith? And he said, I will go out, and be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And the Lord said, Thou shalt entice him, and thou shalt also prevail. Go out, and do even so. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of these prophets, and the Lord hath spoken evil against thee. Then Zedekiah the son of Chenaanah came near, and smote Micaiah upon the cheek, and said, Which way went the Spirit of the Lord from me to speak unto thee? And Micaiah said, Behold, thou shalt see on that day when thou shalt go into an inner chamber to hide thyself. Then the king of Israel said, Take ye Micaiah, and carry him back to Amon, the governor of the city, and to Joash the king's son, and say, Thus saith the king, Put this fellow in the prison, and feed him with the bread of affliction and the water of affliction until I return in peace. See, many times we have these people join up against us. And when we begin to stand up, and others speak into our lives, and when we speak into the lives of others, they set affliction upon us. They torture us. They come upon us. They put us away. They cast us out, even as some present in this place tonight. Then the king of... Okay, I read that part. Verse 27. And Micaiah said, If thou certainly return in peace, then hath not the Lord spoken by me? And he said, Hearken, all ye people. So the king of Israel and Jehoshaphat the king of Judah went up to Ramoth-Gilead. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, I will disguise myself, and I will go to the battle. But thou shalt put on thy robes. So the king of Israel disguised himself, and they went to battle. Now the king of Israel, Ahab, he didn't want to die, because he knew that the prophet was right. But yet he threw him into prison to be fed the bread of affliction and to drink the water of affliction. But he still disguised himself. Now, if he didn't believe the report of the prophet, he wouldn't have disguised himself. He too would have went in his kingly robes to the battle. Now, verse 30. Now the king of Syria had commanded the captains of the chariots that were with him, saying, Fight ye not with small or great, save only with the king of Israel. And it came to pass, when the captains of the chariots saw Jehoshaphat, they said, It is the king of Israel. Therefore they compassed about him to fight. But Jehoshaphat cried out, and the Lord helped him. And God moved him to depart from him. And it came to pass that when the captains of the chariots perceived that it was not the king of Israel, they turned back again from pursuing him. See, they set you up. They set you up to take their fall. They know that the fall is coming and that they will have to perish. But they set you up to be the target.
Come on.
They do not always understand what's in you, but they set you up. They don't want to be a part of you anymore.
Come on.
They set you up and put you out there to be a spectacle, out there to be a mark before the enemy, and even tell those that are with them to go and attack you because you have the kingly garments on. And guess what? We are kings. We are royal priesthood, holy nation, a peculiar people, set apart from the world.
Let the truth be known.
But guess what happens? Verse 33, and a certain man drew a bow at a venture, and smote the king of Israel between the joints of the harness. Therefore he said to his chariot man, turn thy head, that thou mayest carry me out of the host, for I am wounded. And the battle increased that day. Howbeit the king of Israel stayed himself, and up in his chariot against the Syrians until the evening. And about that time of the sun going down, he died. I want to speak a little bit more about this time of trouble. He spoke of the time of trouble, the Leviathan that comes upon you, that wraps itself around you.
Come on.
That tries to strangle out the life of God in you, tries to choke out the anointing of God upon you, tries to keep you from being all that the Lord said you would be. Now Jehoshaphat is king of Judah, king of praise. You understand that Judah means praise.
Yes.
Therefore, the lion of the tribe of Judah, he was the lion of the tribe of praise.
Yes.
And guess what happened? When Jehoshaphat realized his mistake in joining this venture with Ahab all them years ago. See, there's strongholds within you. Strongholds, mindsets that come upon you. Now, he was talking about being grafted in. There are other things that try to graft themselves to us. Now, I have had two big old stumps in the back of my yard that had been dead for years. I took over this house, and I was able to take one and just attach a come-along to the back of my truck, and it fell right over. And there was this other one, wasn't so easy.